We got markets dumping, and I'm excited, guys, because I honestly wanted to dump further. I want Bitcoin to go down to 48, 50,000, right? Because I want to buy altcoins cheaper. That's me personally. Are we going to see that? We will see. We will find out here. We're going to see that or not? If we take a look at Bitcoin's price action, I was talking to you guys about this target zone when we were up here this last couple of days here on Monday. I made a video saying, hey, target zone was going to be 61,000. Obviously, we shot right through that, tapped this untapped daily here. We hit this, and we came all the way down as low as 59 some change. We're now since then slowly picking up here. So we dropped down to the 4-hour, starting to pick back up. See if we, when we retest this low here of 60,000, are we going to get rejected and continue dropping? If we are, I got to start looking for some lower levels. Q1 for this year for Bitcoin, January 1st all the way to March 31st. All right, we are re-entering this zone. We've got obviously a naked point of control down here at 42,000, but I'm not going to be calling them for a $42,000 Bitcoin just yet. Obviously, we're still up here at these levels, right? But things to look at here. You see, no volume is coming in because of no volume is in this area between 52,000 and about 58,000. So we start dropping below 58, below this level right here. I'll mark it here just so you guys can see it. We start dropping below this low right here of 58,300, right? And we start closing below that. Look out below because we got no real volume here until about 52,000 right here, right? Between 52,000 and 50,000 is where the next little lump of volume node comes in that we were here for about a week back in February. Obviously, if that doesn't hold either and we continue to bleed throughout the markets, we have the big point of control here for the Q1 of 2024, which is sitting down at $42,000 Bitcoin. But like I said, I'm not saying that's where we're headed right now. I'm just saying this is definitely something to be looking out for. All right, let me start answering some questions here. With crypto, do you trade it daily or long term to hit targets? I do daily trades. I'm not much of a swing trader. I do mostly daily trades, so I just get in and out. I do my chart analysis for longer term stuff, right? So the things I kind of do here are longer term, but I have, as you guys can see right here, I have a folder. It's called daily, which is where I do my daily trades. I like getting in, getting out of the market, and taking that capital home when I can. Are we going up or down from here, you reckon? It's very hard to say exactly where we're going, right? Obviously, I had a target back over here of 61,600. I was talking about this earlier on Monday. We sunk right through that, tapped this untapped daily, which was important. That was kind of where we bottomed out last time we dropped, and we dropped through there as well. So now the question becomes, right, are we going to reclaim this level, start coming back up, or are we going to get rejected from this level, start heading out towards this 58,300? If we lose 58,300, and what I mean by lose it is like we actually close a full candle below it, right? And we cannot reclaim it. That's definitely going to be signaling, hey, major drop to the downside happening here, because that is the ultimate bottom. The lowest Bitcoin has gone is 58,000. We came back, retested that untapped daily, right? We retested it and then we bounced back up, came up as high as 63,000, got rejected, came back, tapped these naked point of controls right here. There's 3 naked points of control right here. Tapped that, also tapped this untapped daily, and potentially came as down as 59. And since then, we started to pick back up. But, we're still below this untapped daily. We're still below it, see? We're still below it. So on the 4-hour here, I'm looking, we're getting a little bit of a green candle. Maybe get a retest of this if we cannot reclaim this level by the end of the day. Not looking too good. Could potentially come down here to 58,000. And I'll see what happens when we get to 58,300. If we get there, right? If 58,000 does not hold, then it could definitely potentially be leading us to more downside pressure, as I said, for Bitcoin. Where's my, why is my chart, why is my range not showing up? Come on now. Let me answer some more questions here. You got any positions? Yeah, I'm definitely buying up some more positions, right? I'm definitely looking to get more, definitely want to get more Tau closer to that 200 and lower price point. Definitely want to get more render below $7. So I have some other price points here for render. So let me switch back over here. Some targets I have for render. Obviously, we're losing this $7 range right now, $7 some change. If we fall below this this value area high right here of $7.12, and we start coming in here, as you can see in this range here, the range of February, we do not have a lot of volume happening around here. So there is a naked point of control sitting down at $4.75, which is a massive drop from where we're at right now. That's like a 30% pullback, right? 32% pullback for render, which is very possible if Bitcoin does do that drop down into the 40s, right? If Bitcoin drops down into the 40s, it is very, very possible that we have a massive capitulation for the altcoins as well, and we see this naked point of control being tapped at $4.76. Very possible. Now, is it guaranteed? Does it mean that we're definitely going there? No, right? It does not mean, there's no guarantees of anything. There's no like, hey, yeah, this is we're going there right now. No, we could come down, right? There's a tapped level here of $5.90, right? That we bounced off of before. We have to see what happens with Bitcoin. Statistically, Bitcoin is in a very bullish month right now. These are the monthly returns for Bitcoin. It's historically, as you guys can see here, every single red month that every time June has been red in history, right? Starting from 2013 June was negative 29%. July was green. Back in 2018, negative 14%, positive 20% on July. Negative red, right, on 2020, 3%, 24% positive in July. Negative 6% in 21, positive 18% in July. Negative 37% in 2022, June, right? 16% positive in July. We had a negative month in June, 6.9%, basically 7%. We're technically negative right now, right? But if we get back above and we start pumping back to the upside, July should historically be a green month, right? And it can all come back towards the later part of July. July just started right now. We are on the 3rd day of July. So even though we're still technically red right now, does not mean that we cannot have a massive pump to the upside here soon for July. So any thoughts for ICP? Yeah, I do have thoughts on ICP as well. So let's jump back over here to the charts. So render, I'm keeping an eye on. I would love to see this $4.75 just so I could dollar cost average a lot lower. All right, we have, but that is a massive 32% drop. I'm not waiting for this to start buying. That's just my personal opinion, because there's no guarantee that we're going to see that level unless Bitcoin does have a massive drop to the downside. I've been dollar cost averaging around this $7 range, so now I'm not currently buying today right now. I'm waiting to figure out to see, does Bitcoin capitulate here and drop massively into the low 50s, into the 40,000s? If it does, then I'll start becoming a buyer again, because I've already been dollar cost averaging at this zone that we're at with render, in the zone that we're at with Bitcoin and the altcoins in general. So now I'm waiting on the sidelines. If we pump from here, great. I already got positions, right, ready for the pump. Now, if we drop, I have to wait for a significant drop to occur so that it is worth my time to buy back in. Okay, so up next, we've got ICP. ICP is another one, right? Lost major support here on $8. We lost as we were in this massive range up here between $8 and $15 for multiple months since December of 2023. And then now we finally lost that support, heading down, potentially coming down to $6 is the next big level of support here. We got no volume up here at all. No volume at all up here. This is for the quarter four of 2023. We got no volume up here between $8 and about $6. We got no volume, so the potential could be coming down there. We got a naked point of control at $4.51 as well. You guys, it's right above my head right here. Naked point of control for that range, right? $4.51 would be massive drop here. Also another 30% drop for ICP, but this is all dependent on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin drops down into the 40s, high 40s, low 50s, then we could potentially see altcoins bleed this much. If not, then it's not going to happen. But this is where the next big node of volume is for ICP, is sitting down here at $4.51. Look at AVAX here real quick. So AVAX is another one that is potentially, it's falling out of this range that it's been in for a long time, right? It was between $37 and $31 for the longest amount of time, practically the majority of this year. And we fell out of that range, came down here to some support zone at $28, lost that, tried to reclaim it at $29, lost it again today. We'll see if 23 continues to hold. We bounced off 23 recently, but we do have a naked point of control sitting down at $22, right? Naked point of control for the range of December. We have a $22 range, $22 naked point of control. If we get the quarter one range here, quarter one range is sitting up here. We've already tapped that. That's insignificant right now. Quarter two, we just ended quarter two. April 1st, where you at? All the way down to June. Yeah, all the way down to June. We do have a naked point of control sitting up here at $36. That's the local target to the upside. That'd be great. Let's see. Let's pull a fib here. If we got a fib from the very top to the very bottom right now, fib puts us up here at about 49 to $50, give or take. That's the golden pocket to the upside. We'll see if we get this naked point of control first at 37, but this is all going to be dependent on Bitcoin, right? If Bitcoin continues to move to the downside, we do not have a lot of volume here either. As you can see, this was a massive spike in November. We went from $10 all the way up to $23, doubling up in just the month of November. So not a lot of volume happening here. We'll see if this naked point of control of $22 can hold. And from there, we'll take it level by level. So right now, to the downside for AVAX, my target is $22, which is not a super massive drop. It's an 18% drop, which is very possible for altcoins, especially if Bitcoin continues to drop to the downside. Let's see here. Let's answer some more questions. What's your price prediction for ICP? I don't have a price prediction for ICP right now. How about Gala? Dude, I think Gala's cooked. Gala's definitely not doing too great. Chronos price prediction. I have a Chronos price prediction over on my YouTube. If you guys go to my YouTube, I have a price prediction over there for Chronos. I think Chronos could do well. But, you know, this cycle has been very different from the past, guys. This cycle has been all about meme coins and quick in and out liquidity. There has been not a massive utilitarian run. We saw that when the altcoin season was actually here earlier this year. All right, but since then, we've seen nothing but meme coins, just meme coins, everything. Everybody's into the meme coins, and that's okay. I hold meme coins too. I hold a few meme coins, 2 or 3 of them, but I'm not so deep into the meme coins that's all I'm focusing on buying long-term assets that I believe are going to do very well. So I'm interested in buying, you know, things like Phantom, things like Tau, things like Beam, Render, things like Core, Stacks, Injective, ENA, Pendle, Uniswap, Jupiter, Dot, AVAX, Aerodrome, right? Aerodrome is another one that I'm looking to buy. Let's do some TA on Aerodrome here. 56 cents. Let's take a look at Aerodrome. All right. So this previous month of March range, we fell back into it as we fell below 74 cents. We've lost this local on daily tapped level here of 61 cents. We've lost that, and we don't have too much volume coming in until obviously the naked point of control, which is sitting at 45 cents. That looks like the next big target if we do continue to pull to the downside, which from where we're at right now is a 19% drop, which is not a massive drop. Very, very possible for altcoins. So 45 cents is my next target to the downside for Aerodrome. And if it dropped there or lower, I would definitely be dollar cost averaging Aerodrome at that price point, because I think Aerodrome being the largest DeFi play on Base being extremely, extremely, extremely bullish, is overall extremely bullish for me. So I think Aerodrome is going to do very, very well in the future. Base's network is only getting more and more collaborations. They're working with Stripe now. Coinbase is going to be working with the U.S. Marshals for holding their assets. Coinbase is the majority holder of the majority of the ETFs, right? So there's a lot of things happening here for Aerodrome, for Base Network, right? And Aerodrome being the biggest DeFi play on Base, I'm sorry, is very, very bullish for Aero in my personal opinion. So decentralized finance is always going to be very bullish, and I believe Aero is definitely going to be a long-term play. Aero had went up to $2.34. Since then has pulled back. I definitely think it can reach that and higher later in this bull market as we get to a next leg up in the market. But those are just my personal opinions on what is happening with Aerodrome. I am personally going to be dollar cost averaging. Nothing that I ever say is ever financial advice. These are just my personal thoughts and opinions on what is happening here and what it is that I'm doing. So Pepe, a hold or dump. I'm struggling. Let's do some Pepe TA. Let's get quarter one. So, okay, here we go. We got this point of control, right? This naked point of control sitting down here. So that's going to be a target for Pepe if Pepe continues dropping to the downside, right? Which is a bunch of zeros, 706. We're currently at 1035, right? With about 4 zeros or 5 zeros. I can't see that too well right now. About 4 to 5 zeros ahead. So that is a nice little drop to the downside if we drop lower here. That's a 30% pullback. Obviously, there's some daily untapped levels sitting here at currently sitting up right here. Some support here at 916 for Pepe, right? We'll see if that on daily tapped level holds. And there we have another on daily tapped level right here as well, sitting at 76, 78 or 73. 0789. We'll see these support levels here, but the major target is 706 to the downside here. If Bitcoin continues to pull back and altcoins overall continue to pull back, I definitely expect something like that to happen. Let's see here. Let's get a gold pocket from the very bottom of this pullback here, from this very low to this very, very high. Look at this, guys. Look at this. It's like magic. It's like magic. So right now, as you guys can see, we've just lost the 0.5. Let me get rid of these horizontal lines here real quick. So gold pocket is sitting right down here at 0902, 0859. That is where the gold pocket is sitting at. If we look at these horizontal on daily top levels, that first one is right above the 0.618. And then the next one is right below the 0.65, right? So definitely this gold pocket lining up with this support could be the bottom. We could have a bounce from this gold pocket, which is a pullback of about 18%, 16% from where we're at right now. Obviously, there's no guarantee that we're going there to that downside, but obviously with the trend is your friend. Market Bitcoin keeps coming down. Pepe continues to make lower highs here. This is definitely the potential that we're going to be going to at least this gold pocket. Then we'll keep an eye on to see if we come down towards this naked point of control. Oops, got my magnet on here. See if we come down here to this naked point of control down here. That's what I'm seeing for Pepe right now.